There's a common mindset today that says, what's mine is mine. My life is mine. My money is mine. My time is mine. My body is mine. My choices are mine. But Scripture paints a very different picture. Because the truth is, nothing that you have is truly yours. A boy consumes, a man manages, and a godly man stewards. Today we're talking about pillar 4 of biblical masculinity, stewardship. And this pillar quietly shapes the direction of a man's entire life. Because how you manage what you've been given shows what you truly value and who you truly are. Stewardship is management, not ownership. A steward is someone who is entrusted to managing something that belongs to somebody else. Biblical stewardship is realizing that everything you own, everything you possess, touch, and come in contact with is on loan from God. Nothing is yours. This includes your time, your abilities, your money, your relationships, your opportunities, even your body. A steward doesn't ask, how much can I get away with? He asks, how well can I manage what I've been given? Because one day, every steward must give account. That changes how you live. Scripture constantly teaches that God is the owner and we are the managers. From the very beginning, Adam was placed in the garden to manage it, to work and to keep it. That's stewardship language. He didn't own Eden, he was entrusted with it. Jesus also taught stewardship through parables about servants managing their master's resources. The faithful servant wasn't praised for having the most, but for managing well what he was given. Biblical masculinity realizes that you are a manager of God's gifts. But modern culture teaches men to be consumers, consume entertainment, consume food, consume experiences, consume comfort, consume upgrades, consume more and more and more. But constant consumption creates empty men. Because consuming feels good now, but produces little later. Stewardship flips that mindset. It asks, am I using this wisely, or am I just using it up? A consuming man lives for today, but a steward lives with eternity in mind. One builds a life, the other burns through it. Men, let's get practical. Time is one of your greatest resources. And once it's spent, it never returns. Stewarding time looks like being intentional with your schedule, prioritizing what matters, making time for God, making time for family, making time for growth, saying no to distractions. Look, a man who wastes hours daily cannot complain about a stagnant life. Your future is shaped by how you spend time now. Every hour is a seed, and you will harvest what you plant. Next, let's talk about stewarding money. Look, money's just a tool, man, right? A terrible master, but a powerful tool. What does stewardship with money look like? It means living below your means, avoiding unnecessary debt, giving generously, planning wisely, providing faithfully, and saving responsibly. It's not about being rich, but about being responsible. A man who cannot manage money often struggles to manage other areas too. So that's probably a good place to start. Men, financial stress destroys peace in the home. But wise stewardship builds stability. How about stewardship of gifts and potential? Every man has been given something. You have certain skills, talents, strengths, opportunities. You have a mind to grow and a body to use. You have a calling to pursue. Some men bury their gifts under comfort and fear. Some waste them on selfish pursuits. A steward develops his gifts so he can serve others and honor God. Potential unused is wasted, men. And look, you don't have to be the most gifted man, the most talented man. You just have to use what you have, what you've been entrusted by God. All right, let me be direct with you. Some men pray for more while mismanaging what they already have. And trust me, I have been there. I'm going through it now in some areas. They want more money, but they waste what they earn. They want more opportunities, but they ignore current ones. They want a better future, but they waste today. Why would God entrust more to someone who wastes little? Faithfulness comes first. Increase comes later. Stewardship provides maturity. Look at Christ. He used his time intentionally. He invested in people. He poured into his disciples. He did the Father's will, not his own comfort. He stewarded his mission perfectly. He didn't chase ease. He pursued purpose. And he ultimately gave his life, the greatest act of stewardship. His life wasn't self-directed, it was Father-directed. That's our model. This is a tough one, and believe me, I'm going through these things myself too. Stewardship starts simple. Ask yourself, where am I wasting time now? Where could I be spending it better? Where am I careless with my finances? Where am I neglecting my gifts? And where am I choosing comfort over calling? Then choose one area, men. Not 10. One. Create a budget. Set a schedule. Limit your distractions. Develop one of your skills. Serve someone intentionally. Small stewardship creates big impact over time. Faithfulness compounds. Again, this isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Every man has wasted something before. Time, money, opportunities. Growth begins where excuses end. God isn't looking for flawless managers. He's looking for faithful ones, men. Faithfulness is built one decision at a time, one step at a time. So looking back at our pillars, responsibility is owning your life. Self-control is governing your life. Leadership is directing your life. Stewardship is managing your life well. A godly man doesn't just ask, what do I want? He asks, what have I been entrusted with? Because everything you manage today will shape the legacy you leave tomorrow. Biblical masculinity is built one pillar at a time.